What is down, everybody? Is your main course, Little Pancake. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about Krunker, but we won't be playing it. This is going to be a little different style of video. The idea of today's video is I'm going to talk about the future of Krunker and whether I think the game is in a good place right now. Whether it's going in a positive trajectory or if it's sliding downhill fast. I'm going to be talking about the Season 6 update, or if you could call it an update, Season 6 changes, how I think they've affected the game, and stuff like that. First of all, let's go through the Season 6 changes and how I think they've affected the game. So the first, the biggest change with Season 6 was, of course, the Battle Pass. And this was what I was most excited about. I thought that it was going to really spice up the game and make it a lot more interesting. And it didn't. It definitely has not for me. My first and biggest complaint is that the missions are just too difficult. I mean, something like play 10 freight matches. You know how long that would take to get into 10 matches of freight? Maybe I'm doing something wrong and there's a way where you can play just freight matches, but I don't think there is. Like if I go to server finder, I mean, like, I could scroll through here and find a freight match, or maybe I can't. Holy crap. Oh, all right, so here's a freight match, right? So it's got 0 players in it. The ones I understand earn a 5,000 score on sharpshooter. No, that doesn't make sense either, because that's going to take multiple games of sharpshooter too, most likely. The only one that's fairly reasonable is get a 5 kill streak using Bowman and get 20 kill streak on Lost World. I don't understand why the challenges are so difficult, and it's not like you're getting that much. I mean, 50 BPP for all of these. It takes 300 to level up from level 5. I mean, the fact that I'm on level 5, I don't play the game a lot, and I definitely haven't been over winter break, but like, it's still, they're too difficult in my opinion. They might not be for someone who plays the game a lot, but from my point of view, you should be able to hop on and do your missions in 20 or 30 minutes. Getting all of these done, at least in my opinion, that's at least an hour. Like, at least, maybe more. And that's a little outrageous, I think. Another complaint for me about the Battle Pass is that the free pass kinda sucks. On the VIP pass, you've got a blacked out sniper, which looks really clean. I mean, that just looks really nice. 3 heroic tickets and a new face that looks pretty good. On the free pass, you've got whatever that spray is that looks horrible. The blackout AR, which was cool. Like, that was nice. Another spray which looks really bad, and then 2 tickets of the starter and elite. Like, the difference in rewards. And then, I mean, if we look a little further, 2 more blacked out guns. Both look really clean. And you've got another heroic ticket, where if you look here, you got another spray, which looks horrible. You've got a starter ticket and an elite ticket. It's not proportional, I don't think. I don't think the rewards are proportional. I mean, it is $7. For $7, you should get a little bit more, but like, should you get that more? I don't know. I also think $7 is a little steep. I just don't really like it that much, if I'm being honest. I don't think that it's fair to free-to-play players. I don't like what they've done with the Battle Pass. I think when it first came out, I was really excited about it. I thought that it was gonna, because I haven't spent any money on the game, and I don't have many items, you know, like, to go to customize. I've got 1 hat, I've got 2 faces, I've got 2 bodies, and nothing else, and I've got a couple sprays, of course. I don't feel like a free-to-play player gets much in this game. Now, I don't play as much as I probably should to complain about, you know, not getting enough stuff. I don't know, maybe that's just me. That's probably my biggest problem with this update, was the Battle Pass. I was so excited for it, and then it just did not hit. Another game, it's not really similar to this, but Overwatch, right? Overwatch 2. It's a huge game, right? Very big game. and they have the same kind of battle pass system, and I can get on with a friend, and I could play for probably 30 minutes and complete all of my daily quests to move me up through the battle pass. It's a much bigger game, you know, it's a much more complex game, and to think that I have to spend more time on Krunker to finish my daily quests than I do on Overwatch, that's kind of outrageous. I may be alone on this, I may not be in the majority, but that's my thought. The Infiltrator also came out. It's pretty okay. Like, nobody really uses it, and it's not at all viable in a competitive game against good players because it's 100% reliant on one shot. Like, it's pretty much a sniper, but it got nerfed. I liked it when it first came out, but after playing it for a little while, it really just became boring and painful. It's not that unique. Like, it is in the fact that it can one-shot anyone in the game, but the sniper with a headshot can pretty much do that too, you know? It didn't change the game very much. It didn't change the meta at all. I just don't feel like the Infiltrator was a positive thing for the game at all. I don't think it was necessarily a negative. You know, it adds another gun for you to play with, but, like, not really if you're good at the game and playing against good players. The Infiltrator's practically useless, you know? They also added zombies, which sucks. Nobody plays zombies. I mean, you can load into a game of zombies at any point in time, and you will be the only person in the game. It's just annoying to play and pretty boring. The scaling of the levels, like, everything about it is just kind of mid, if you ask me. I know I sound really negative during this video, and I kind of am. When I first saw Season 6, I thought it was going to be a big season, and it's going to kind of change the game. You know, we got a new class, we got a battle pass, we got a new mode that looks fun. You know, this is going to change the game, this is going to bring new players to the game, and I don't feel like it did. I was excited because I thought more people were going to play a game that I like, and they didn't. I don't think. Maybe I could look up, okay, here we go. Average players, let's see here. This was as of 2021. Player count has gone down in Krunker. I don't know how reliable these sources are, but this says February 2021, there was approximately almost 1,250 players, right? 1,250. And in August, there was 516. This says monthly average. I don't know if that's like, I don't know how to read that. I think it's like 516 players at a time. But like, if we look at the server finder, right? We go to public New York server. Oh, it says actually. So like, you've got 161 people online for New York. Frankfurt. What's going on in Frankfurt? Why are there so many people playing in Frankfurt? I mean, if we look here, you know, Hawaii, there's 7 people online in Hawaii right now. It's Sydney, Australia, 17 people online. Like, you could, the game's not doing great, except for in Frankfurt. Apparently Frankfurt is a metropolis of Krunker players. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, New York, which is pretty much the whole East Coast, 161 players online. That's not good, especially on a time like now. It's winter break, right? Everyone's off school. It's not like Christmas is right here. Nobody's really with the family doing Christmas things. I don't think the game is headed in a good place. I'm just gonna lay it all out right there. I don't think that the Krunker devs are headed in a good direction. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and what's happening in Krunker I don't think is making the game better. I've been thinking about it as, what if I just said, well, I saw this game online, let me see if it's any good. If I just hop into Krunker knowing nothing about it, would I continue to play? And the answer is most definitely no. The skill difference between a new player and a veteran player is insane. It's off the charts. That's good for some games, but in a game that's not that big, relatively speaking, compared to the game tycoons out there, you know, like the Fortnite, the Apex. Well, Apex kind of fallen off, but the Call of Duty, the Overwatch, stuff like that. This is a relatively small game. Say you're in Hawaii and you hop on. There's 7 people in Hawaii playing right now. One of them is probably substantially better than the other 6. Like, if you hop on, you're just going to get destroyed and you're never going to play again. And that's not great. It's not a good way to maintain a game. Some changes I think could be made. I think the battle pass needs to be better. I think we need more free rewards. I don't know where the game should go. I don't know if it can rise back up in popularity, because it probably peaked in popularity around like 2019, if I'm being honest, maybe 2020. But it's obvious that not as many people are playing now as they were a year ago or 2 years ago. So that tells me that the game is dying. I think the only way to kind of bring that back is to create an easier environment for people to enter the game into. Honestly, I think what needs to happen, this is coming back to Overwatch. Overwatch has a quick play and a competitive play, right? So if you want to sweat, if you want to like try your hardest, you go into competitive. If you want to just mess around and have fun, you go into quick play, right? I think krunker needs more of that. It's so hard because there's not enough players playing to where you can really separate those two correctly. Like, the skill-based matchmaking is very difficult to do when you only have a couple thousand people playing the game. I don't know what the answer is. Here's what I'm going to suggest, though. Here's what I'd suggest. I would suggest completely reworking the battle pass so that it's easier to progress as free to play, and the rewards are more proportionate. I'd also suggest that you make it a better way for new players to enter into the game, because right now a new player is going to hop in the game. One of my friends did this. He had been watching my videos, watching me play, and he said, well, let me hop in that and try. And he said he played like 2 games and then quit because it was so annoying, because people are just whizzing around you at Mach 7 at all times, just one-tapping you with who knows what weapon. If you don't get slowly introduced into the game with a tutorial, like when I first started playing the game, I didn't know that you could jump crouch. You could b-hop. Like, I didn't know that. No one told me that. There is no tutorial or anything. The game needs a tutorial, first of all. And I think it needs to put you into games with people who are just starting to play the game like you. And that's the main problem, and why I think krunker is dying. And I don't think there will be an influx of new players ever again unless they change things very, very shortly. Try to get new people to play and continue playing, because it's a fun game, you know? When you know how to play it, it is fun. But just starting without knowing anything about the game, it is not fun. So those are my thoughts about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to smash like, subscribe, comment your thoughts about what you think the future of krunker holds. You might have a more positive outlook. I hope you do, and I hope you're right. But let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see all y'all later.